Hey everybody, Attorney Tom here. So there's a series of videos going around TikTok that I tried to make a video about, a TikTok about, but I just couldn't cover everything I wanted to say in one or two TikToks. So I'm making a YouTube video. We're going to first watch the videos right here. I'm going to play them in order, and then we're going to talk about this incident. So without further ado, let's get into it, starting with the first video.
We can talk about it then, okay?
There's no investigation to be done.
Edwin.
Do you want to do this the easy way?
There is no. What are you talking? You wrote her a traffic ticket, correct?
Okay. You have a warrant for your arrest, okay?
There is no investigation to be done if you pulled her over for a traffic ticket.
Okay.
All my side units are out. Radio 4 Big 1, I think from a distance. I'm searching it direct.
Okay.
Can you please stop touching me?
I don't want to keep doing this, but you're not.
Look at him. Look at him like he's a dog or something.
Because you're acting.
That's psychotic.
Okay.
You investigated a traffic ticket.
And we found you to be under.
That is highly illegal.
Not highly illegal.
How is that legal?
You can go to court.
And you're grabbing my
You can
head.
argue that.
You didn't even let me. Can I get out the car? Can you get off of me, please?
Can you get out of the car?
Can you get off of me?
You can take it
Can you get off of me?
Let's get out of the car.
All right,
Talk about it
next
then,
video.
There's no investigation. Let me get out then.
Get out of the
That's
car.
the-
Traffic ticket. You said she was going what?
45 and a 30.
All right. So if she going 45 and a 30, they pulled her over for a traffic ticket. How is it lawful for them to get the identification of the passenger, which they did not get, but said they identified me?
Edwin, please. Please, no.
They not trying to let me get out of the car myself, bro. I'm on the phone, obviously. You took your time with your investigation. I can't take my time and get off my car.
No.
My child's in the car.
You had multiple chances.
Give me a kiss, babe.
Okay, do you want to
Get
come
out
out
the
on
car.
your
Get
own?
off me. Get off me.
You
You want,
understand that you were under arrest?
do you understand that they pulling on me like they dogs?
Because you
I'm a human being.
get out the car.
Then back up and let me get out.
You did.
I kissed my family goodbye. Get off me.
Get out.
Come on.
Let me get out then. A traffic ticket.
All right,
You said she
last
Get out of the
video.
car.
Let me get out then. You're breaking my vehicle.
Then get out of the car.
Let me get out. I'm not trying to be slammed on the ground.
You're not going to be slammed.
That's obviously what you're trying to do.
We're not
Look
trying
at
to
you.
do that.
Look at you. Look at you. Babe, get out the car and record it. Get out the car.
I am.
Get out of the car and record it.
I can see you.
Okay, let's jump right into the analysis of this video. The very first thing I want to address is, please understand that I am addressing the legal aspects of this case. I understand why this is troubling, given everything that's going on in our country today. The tensions are high between the police and the community, especially minority communities, communities of color. I understand. And as someone who has never been discriminated against by the police, I know that I don't know. However, I am a lawyer and I am trying to provide educational content to y'all so you can know your rights and hopefully use them to protect yourself in the future. So please keep that in mind when I'm about to talk or what I'm about to say. So with that said, let's jump right into it. There are three concepts that I want to address that were made clear from this video, or that were brought up in this video. The first is identification. Do you have to provide identification to the police as a passenger? And that's probably state specific. Some states you do, some states you don't. I don't know what state this individual was in. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to say he was in a state where he didn't have to provide identification. And I don't think that really changes the analysis. So let's just say he doesn't provide identification, which it sounds like he didn't. And let's just say he's not breaking any laws there. So let's keep going through the analysis further. Next, with respect to identification, can the police identify you in other ways? And that answer is maybe. Perhaps that car was registered to him, or him and his wife. They're listed as a married couple, so they could deduce that if they pull over the wife, that is him. And if that's him, there's a warrant for his arrest. Is the warrant valid? I don't know. Again, I don't think we even need to get there in that analysis, that part of the analysis, which I'll get to later. So can the police identify you in other ways other than you physically handing them your license? And that answer is yes. Or maybe they have firsthand knowledge of you. I'm sorry, I'm rambling. And they know who you are. You don't need an ID or to give them something for them to identify you. There are other ways. Next, the scope of a police investigation during a traffic stop or during any other type of stop for that matter. Are the police bound to only investigate the reason why they pulled you over? And that answer is no. The police do this all the time. They pull you over for one thing and they investigate you for anything else. If you imagine drunk driving, you always see on the movies that people get pulled over because their headlights are out, and then the officer notices or smells something and notices that they're drunk. They didn't notice that they were driving drunk, right? But they pulled them over for something else, and one thing leads to another. The gentleman in the video was under the assumption that because his wife or girlfriend was pulled over for speeding, they couldn't conduct any other sort of investigation. That's just not true. Next, let's talk about getting out of the car. According to the Supreme Court, if a police officer orders you out of the car, you have to get out of the car. The police does not need probable cause or even reasonable suspicion to order you out of the car. And side note, this is under the assumption that the reason why they pulled you over was lawful. And in this case, it probably was lawful because the wife was going 45 in a 30. And like I said before, they can broaden the scope of their investigation once somebody is pulled over. So if the police order you out of the car, you have to get out of the car. The reason for the police ordering you out of the car can be as simple as they want you out of the car. That's because the Supreme Court gave huge deference to police officer safety in Pennsylvania v. Mims. This is a case from the late 70s. So if the police order you out of the car, you're out of the car. Failing to comply with these orders is an arrestable offense because, again, the orders are proper. You're failing to comply with a police officer. So if you fail to get out of the car, the police can arrest you. More so, they can force you out of the car if you don't comply with this order. In the video, we saw the police officers ask multiple times for this gentleman to get out. He did not get out. They tried to force him out. While in the course of the police officers forcing him out, he says he will get out of the car on his own. The police did not give him that chance. Again, I don't know why the police didn't give him that chance. I don't know why the police treated him that way. I don't know why the police identified him or how they identified him. To conclude, the police could identify him by other means than just handing him the identification. However, that doesn't matter because the police can also order you out of the car for any reason, and failing to do so is an arrestable offense. So let's just say that this gentleman didn't have a warrant, okay? Let's say he didn't have a warrant. Well, he failed to get out of the car, and the police could probably very well arrest him for that very reason of failing to get out of the car. So if I was in his shoes and I really was very particular and specific about protecting my rights, I would have gotten out of the car if the police officer asked you to do it and then kind of gone from there. He fought the wrong battle. He fought a battle about the scope of the investigation, which is just not correct, and he fought a battle about identification, which again, if you fail to comply with a police officer order to get out of the car, the identification issue becomes irrelevant because whether or not he had a warrant or not, and by the way, the police don't have to tell you the truth, they can get you out of the car and they can arrest you for failing to comply with that. So again, I'm sorry I'm mumbling. That's it. That's what I wanted to talk about. I hope you see where I'm coming from, and I'm just explaining the legality, the legal aspect of it. Again, there are a lot of questions I can't answer as to why the police officers acted in a particular way or why the gentleman acted in a particular way, but that is my legal analysis of this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure you like and subscribe to this channel for more legal content. Thanks. Bye.